My name is Krzysztof, and I try to improve the quality of life in software development companies. This talk is about building your own Agile framework, not whatever framework. So I need to ask you first, what does it mean, this Agile thing? Anyone? Adaptive, changing environment. What else? People do their work. Value, maximize value, return on investment, empiricism, feedback loops, customer-centric, cross-functional, Scrum, Kanban, everything. So, yes, good stuff. Agile burned out of recognition. It means so much today that I think it means nothing. So probably all of us, we have our own definition of what Agile means. And even it's not only, I hope it's not only what I'm observing. Colleagues of mine, they have created this fansofless.com website. You can sign up and also object to the rampant distortion of Agile and Scrum. And at some point, I really wanted to know what was the original thought behind this movement. And I had the pleasure to talk with Craig Larman and co-creator of Less. And he told me an interesting story about co-creators of Agile and this movement. And he said that none of us were thinking about business, return on investment, speed, inspecting, all those great words. I was like, what? And he said, we wanted to change the idea of development based upon an ignorance, yeah, and having a space to say, we don't know. And the young manager will say, but I really need those estimates and commitment, you know. So he also replied, we will have to learn our way to greatness, so we will have to set a system based upon learning cycles. So in response to that, Kent Beck said, if we want a system like this, we gotta make the cost of change low. Why do you think we need this cost of change low?
So we can make mistakes.
Nice. We are expecting changes, and we will use change as a competitive advantage to stay competitive as our differentiator. So at least you have two strategies. One, avoid changes, yeah, and stop having this additional cost of change, or structure the company processes, frameworks, so you will have the cost of change low, so you will be able to change often, easily. So I think the ultimate goal of adaptiveness might be organizational capability to discover, learn, adapt quickly and continuously at low cost of change. Why I'm saying this? It was supposed to be building your own framework. Okay, first, I really wanted to know what was this Agile, what was the idea behind, what was the goal, what was the optimization goal. In this exercise, I want to use this as a goal. So let's structure a build framework organization processes which will be consistent with the optimization goal, like this. Quick, discover, learn, adapt at a low cost of change. So we will use a tool from I have learned from Craig Larman and Bas Vode books. And I really encourage you to read those. Very good. And they have a few thinking models, and one of them, systems thinking. A great technique to model system and frameworks, which is called causal loop diagram. So we will do systems modeling. I don't know if it's visible. Okay. So to model a system, organizational or frameworks as adaptive systems, you want to model and see what's happening there. So this is an exercise to help you understand what we will be doing. Systems consists of variables and links between variables. This is basic first exercise. We have one variable, feature velocity, second variable, number of bugs. Yeah. So if velocity, the features velocity, so new code, ability to add new stuff are going up, so we are adding features, the number of bugs will go weird, up. So there is a direct link between those two. If number of bugs will go up, the number of features, new features, will go down. So there is also opposite direction. Yeah. If if the velocity will go, velocity will go down, the number of bugs will go down. If number of bugs will go down, then velocity will go up, and so on and so on. So we are calling balancing loop. Okay, second exercise, amount of work to deliver. So I need you to deliver this and that. Could you deliver also this one and that one? And so the scope is increasing. Then if the scope is going up, then the level of pressure to deliver faster goes up. If pressure goes up, then hacks, rework, bugs, up. Direct. So if it's go up, new work, rework, more amount of work going up, pressure going up, hacks, rework going up, and so on. Yeah. So we call it a reinforcing loop. Very useful loop. So probably you will have to spot this in your system and break it if it's not consistent with what you would like to optimize. Okay. That was warm-up exercise. Young manager said, "It is better to have a functional departments." This is the first rule, but quite easy, I think, and probably you know the answer. So we want to optimize. I prepared those variables. You can disagree with those and links I prepared. Good. Systems modeling is for having a conversation, not doing this just alone with your computer. So if you disagree with something, I would like to hear. At least this is what I did with the client, and this is my experience. Probably, mostly, I'm biased. Probably. Okay, so we increase adaptiveness. Okay, then we have to make something that the ability to change something easily will be increased, I would say. Also, you will want to increase easiness to implement new features because the software development is made across many functions and roles and skills. Then we want to have those or make those decisions, cross-functional decisions, much easier. And get rid of those managing of dependencies or this overhead needed for coordination. So probably we'll have to get rid of dependencies. Probably we'll have to decrease number of single specialized teams. In our case, was related with the number of departments, functional departments we had. So probably in order to be consistent with this adaptiveness goal, we wanted to find a way how could we merge those functional departments, to make those, to having those decisions, to have a better, easier way to change it, to make a decision and change the decision. Yeah. And second leg, we want to get rid of bugs, mistakes. So we need to also find a way to probably automate and actually to decrease the pressure. Yeah? So stop doing rework and so on and so on. So is it better to have a functional departments? No. In this case, when you optimize this goal, then probably not. Second question, young Scrum Master. The context is you have a quite big company. Many people are involved in doing software. So the young Scrum Master said, it will be much easier to first define the product. So small product will be better, then a small team will be needed to work with this small product. Then it will be small amount of people, it's easier to manage, so it will be better. Yeah? Good. So we want to increase adaptiveness. So we want to increase percent of items worked on each sprint that are highest value from organizational view. So we want all those people in the company, they are working on the highest value items from the organizational perspective, not from the team's perspective. So they have to know, they have to have opportunity to say, hey, we may work on low value items. To have that, they have to know what is coming from the organizational perspective. So they must be involved in some kind of a strategic planning, thinking. Yeah. So probably we will have to get rid of teams backlogs. So we will have kind of like one bigger organizational backlog. From many teams, we'll pull work from the top, from the highest possible value items, from the organizational perspective. If we will decrease number of backlogs, we will merge all those micro products into one bigger. Then we'll have one big product, one big product backlog, one real big product owner. No pet stories anymore. Do you know what pet stories are? As a product owner, I want you to, because this is very important, because it's mine. And I'm responsible for this product, even if with this change I may harm the whole organization. So we want to lower that. And at the end, we want to broaden the product definition. So in a company, we prefer to have broad product definition. So in order to avoid local optimization. So first, we just discovered that cross-functional teams are good. Great. Consistent with the goal. Then broader is better. So the whole company may become one big product with one product owner and multiple teams, cross-functional working, pulling work from the top of the one product backlog. It's consistent with the goal we set. Is it better to have a PO per team? I hope you can answer that.
No.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. We need to have a portfolio management. We just merge all those micro products into one bigger. Then the product backlog became artifact which has view of from the organizational perspective. So it looks like strategic tool. So there is no need for some other layers, yeah, because the huge company may have one huge or few huge products, and this product backlog we can use as a strategic tool. So there is no need. There's no need to have something above that. Yeah. Okay. At the end, probably you may have something like this: one big product, one product owner, one product backlog, multiple teams doing work in one, you can choose many sprints, but they deliver continuously the one big increment. Yeah. So I often hear this question: how can we apply Agile at scale in our big and complex organization? And I think that this is a really wrong question, because there is no improvement come from adding. So I really believe that real improvements come from deleting, removing. So we should ask different, deeper questions. How can we simplify our organization and gain some agility? And that's it. If you are interested in systems modeling, you want to continue this, you can sign up to the Less Warsaw meetup, and we will do at least 2 systems modeling exercises in November. Thank you.